Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock, and it is the player ratings from yesterday's 3-1 victory against Everton at home last night at St James's Park. Oh my word, I'm still buzzing after that win. 3 points was massive for us. We certainly got them as well, and we thoroughly deserve that as well. Everton, they were dreadful. Even though they scored the goal, they were absolutely all over the place. Apart from score the goal, what did they do in that game? Absolutely nothing at all. And they're in massive trouble. I think Frank Lampard, he's got a massive job on his hands if he is to save his side from being relegated this season, because I think Everton are right in there now. They really, really are. Of course, they took the lead. It was an own goal from our captain, Jamal Lascelles. And I'm thinking, oh, God, we've got another Jamal Lascelles poor performance again. But no, as soon as he scored that own goal, he picked himself up massively yesterday. Of course, to try and get the equaliser, which he got his header on, it was an own goal. But he went for that. He went for that. And some of the tackles he put in yesterday were absolutely fantastic. That is what a captain should be doing out on that pitch. Now it's time to see a lot more, because now he knows there's competition in the centre-back roles now, since we've brought in Dan Burn. So he knows he's got to really stop performing now if he is to keep his place in that lineup. KIERAN TRIPPIER. What a performance from him yesterday. Not just in terms of his scoring the free kick, but the rest of his game was just absolutely superb as well. 31-year-old he is. He could still have quite a few years left in him. He certainly does not play like a 31-year-old. He certainly doesn't. And that free kick he took yesterday was absolutely top draw. Pickford, no chance in goal. No chance of saving that. Absolutely no chance. Matt Targett did very well yesterday at left back. You could see no one really put a foot wrong in that game yesterday. The work rate was there. The effort was there. And that's all we want to see. There's a chance of getting another win against Villa on Sunday if we go in with the same attitude. Hopefully this is now a turning point for us, because we've brought in new signings now, and you can see the difference it did make as well. In a way, I know Bruno Guimaraes came on with very little time remaining, but just look at the impact he came on. Look at the touches he did and set up chances as well. I think he's in line to start on Sunday. He really, really is, definitely. So there you are. And Fraser got his first Premier League goal for us. That is another player that's massively improved under Eddie Howe. Really, really has. Was at the right place at the right time to get his foot onto that. Bit of a scramble. Everton trying to clear that away, and they certainly couldn't do that. Delighted for Fraser. Absolutely delighted for him massively. And it does take us out the bottom three at this moment of time. It really, really does. You just hope Palace are going to do us a bit of a favour tonight when they take on Norwich. So we'll wait and see in that one. But yesterday, so pleased. Absolutely so pleased with that performance yesterday. And hopefully, as I mentioned, it's now a turning point for us massively. So now, let us get into my player ratings from what I've gone with from last night. Start off in goal, Martin Dubravka. I know he conceded the one goal, but other than that, did he really have anything to do? No, not really. Majority of that game, he may as well have pulled up a deck chair in front of goal, because he had really nothing to do, because Everton were that poor yesterday, that bad. So there you are. So I'm going to give Dubravka a 7. Nothing much to do, apart from a couple of catches to get the balls, but that was it really. So that's why I'm going to give Dubravka a 7. Now into the back four, the right back spot, KIERAN TRIPPIER. Oh my word, he was absolutely on fire yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. What a signing he has been yesterday. And my word, bringing this lad into the football club for £15 million as well is an absolute steal. He was absolutely world class yesterday. He was my man of the match as well. Not just in terms of his free kick he scored, as I mentioned, but the rest of his game. Absolutely fantastic. Kieran Trippier, he's getting a 10 from me. 10 out of 10. He was superb yesterday, and that is why he gets a 10. The left-back spot, Matt Targett, and what a really good debut it was for him as well. Had to make some tackles in. Some of his long balls were really, really good as well, and the rest of his game, it was just really, really good as well from Matt Targett. Gutted he can't play in the Villa game on Sunday because he's only on loan from us from them. But I think sounds like it's been a very good loan signing so far from him. Matt Targett, he gets a 9. He was really, really good yesterday. He certainly was. And now the centre-backs. So first of all, the captain, Jamal Lascelles. Now, as I mentioned, he did score the own goal, but after that, he knew he managed to pick himself up and really, really knew what he had to do after that. Managed to, as I mentioned, to try and get the equaliser. He got the header for it, but it was given as a Holgate own goal. But the rest of his game, he really had to put some challenges in, and that is what a captain should be doing, as I've said massively. Now it's time to see that a lot more regular, because there is now competition in that centre-back, because Dan Burn, since we signed Dan Burn, so he knows he's got to now start performing week in, week out, if he is to keep his place in that start lineup. As I mentioned, of course he scored the own goal, but he really, really picked himself up after that. He certainly did. Jamal Lascelles, he's getting a 9 from me. I thought, look at the way he managed to recover himself in that game yesterday in terms of his defensive style. So there you are. Alongside him, Fabian Schär. Really solid performance it was from him. It certainly was. And yeah, he's going to have competition as well now in that centre-back roles. And very, very solid. Knew what he had to do. Was booked for a bit of a rash tackle as well in the second half. But the rest of his game, he was very solid. So Fabian Schär, he gets an A from me. And now the midfielders. So first of all, I'm going to go with Jonjo Shelvey. And again, it was just another really decent performance from him as well. It was booked for a bit of a naughty tackle from behind, I've got to say, but that is what Shelvey is unfortunately all about. And you know what he's like for his passing as well, Jonjo Shelvey. And of course, look at the way he's really improved under Eddie Howe as well. So Shelvey, he gets an A from me. And next player in the midfield roles, and that was Joe Willock. There was a lot of sloppiness, I thought, from him, particularly in the first half. But I thought he really started to pick himself a little bit more, particularly in the second half. He really, really did. There was that one where Pickford managed to make a mess of his kicking. The Everton players manages to make a bit of a mess up with this, trying to clear it away as well. And there's Joe Willock just watching that, thinking, "Oh, may as well look, see that go out for a corner." So there you are. But I think he's probably going to lose his place in the start lineup on Sunday for Bruno Guimaraes. I've got to think that's a little bit unlucky on him. But I thought he was not too bad yesterday. It was a lot of sloppiness, but he restarted to pick himself a little bit more, I thought, particularly in the second half. I'm going to give Joe Willock a 7. In the midfield roles, and that was Joe Linton. And doing what he has been doing, Joe Linton, in that role now. You can tell that role's really suited him massively now. It really, really has. Had an opportunity, which was saved by Pickford. But again, the rest of his game, look what a difference it's made to him for changing him in a different role now in the side now. Really, really good from Joe Linton. He gets an 8 from me. And now, of course, the attacking three up front. So first of all, I'm going to go with Ryan Fraser. And again, just superb it was from him yesterday. It really, really was. As I mentioned, that's another player really transformed under Eddie Howe. Thought, Eddie Howe is going to be is our new manager. And I have worked with him at Bournemouth. let's see if he can transform me to what I did when I was playing for Bournemouth. And look at the difference it's made. He was brilliant yesterday, Ryan Fraser. He gets a 9 from me. He was superb. First goal in the Premier League for us. It was coming. It was coming. And I did say on Paul's Fan Forums show, he would get a goal. And he certainly did. So there you are. So that's why Fraser gets a 9. On the left-hand side, and that was ASM, and he just caused Everton all sorts of problems, didn't he? A couple of times give the ball away, but Everton just could not cope with them at all. They certainly couldn't. Oh, he was unlucky not to score himself, where there was a one that was deflected. As well, it was a good chance he put a ball in the box there for Chris Wood to try and get on the end. But other than that, Everton just could not cope with him at all. Certainly couldn't. And there you are. That is what ASM is pretty much all about now with this football club. Certainly is. A couple of times he did try to hog on the ball. But again, knew he had to pick the passes when he did. He also made a really good one to fight Jacob Murphy, who hit the post. ASM, he gets a 9 from me as well. Because again, superb yesterday from him. Really, really was. And the last, and that was Chris Wood. And it wasn't so bad. There was a chance he had a free header, but he hit it. But he headed it right into Pickford's arms. Should have tried to look at that. Maybe should he have gone for more the far corner? Possibly. I think a goal hopefully will come from him very, very soon. But he just should have maybe had an opportunity he should have taken, particularly that header. I think any other player is going to try and get is going to try and put that in on target. But do you know what? I'll give Chris Wood a 6. It wasn't so bad, but there was an opportunity to me he should have taken. I must say, so I'll give Chris Wood a 6. Now we're going to go into the substitutions. So first of all, I'm going to go with Jacob Murphy, who came on. He should have put that in, and the post denied him. Oh. But again, hopefully he knows he's got to take that opportunity. He knows he's got a bit of he has got to try and win his place back, because he's lost that place out to Ryan Fraser. But he was very unlucky not to score yesterday. Hit the post, which denied him. But you know what? Jacob Murphy made an impact when he come on, so I'm going to give him a 7. In the last substitutions, we did bring on Bruno Guimaraes. Of course, made a bit of an impact with his touches and all that. And we also did bring on Javier Manquillo on as well. But because they weren't on for too long, we're only on with a few minutes remaining. So I'm not going to mark them. Now I'm going to go into the manager, Eddie Howe, and I thought he did that well yesterday in terms of his lineup. We were all disappointed Bruno didn't start, but I think he will look to include him on Sunday against Aston Villa. He got that really did really well. I thought he named that spot on really good. Absolutely. And here you are. So Eddie Howe, I'm giving him a 9. Because I thought he got that really well yesterday and it really paid off. The only disappointment was Bruno didn't start, but I think he will include him in the start lineup on Sunday against Aston Villa. So that is my player ratings. Let me know down in the comment sections. Do you agree with the ratings that I've gone with? Of course, if you were to change some of them, let me know as always, and why. It's always good to get your thoughts. I bet you're still buzzing from that win yesterday, because I certainly am still. And now we move on to Villa on Sunday. And that is another winnable game. For me, if we go in with the correct attitude like we did last night, there's an opportunity of another 3 points. There you are. What we got else coming out throughout the week? We will have my football live show, PD's football live show on this Friday night, 8 o'clock. And of course, we will have preview for the Villa game as well, either Friday or Saturday. And of course, the usual after that, the quick thoughts, the match day vlog, and player ratings as well. So do keep an eye out for them coming. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like. Drop your comments in as always. And of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit that subscribe button. And I shall catch you all later. Take care. Absolutely buzzing. Still, we got them 3 points yesterday to take us out of the bottom 3.